Good day everyone! In this flip video, I will be discussing the Code of Ethics for Registered Nurses. This includes the preamble and the major section of the code, such as the nurses' responsibilities, the nurses' relationship to practice, society, the profession, and the co-workers. I will be also be giving clear example for each part to help you understand how these ethical principles are applied in a real situation. Let's begin. So first, the preamble. The preamble states that the Code of Ethics serves as a guide for all nurses in making ethical decisions and maintaining professional behavior. It reminds us of the four fundamental responsibilities of a nurse. First, to promote health. Second, to prevent illness. Third, to restore health. And fourth, to alleviate suffering. These responsibilities show that the nursing is centered on caring for individuals, families, and communities in a compassionate and responsible way. Second, the registered nurses and practice. This section emphasizes that nurses are personally responsible and accountable for the quality of care they provide. Nurses must always maintain competence, meaning we continuously update our skills and knowledge. We must also take care of our personal health because our physical and mental well-being affect how we care for our patient. Another important part is using good judgment when accepting responsibilities and when delegating tasks to others. So, here are the two examples. First, a nurse attend training to update their CPR skills before handling emergency situations. Second, a nurse delegates routine tasks like checking vital signs to a trained nursing assistant but still reassesses the patient afterward to ensure accurate evaluation. Third, registered nurses and society or environment. In this section, the code explains that a nurse's primary responsibility is to people regardless of age, gender, status, culture, or belief. Nurses must promote respect for the patient rights, values, customs, and beliefs. We must also ensure that every patient gives informed consent, meaning they understand the procedure before agreeing to it. Lastly, nurses should advocate for equity and social justice, especially for those who are vulnerable or underserved. So here are the two examples. First, a nurse explain a medical procedure in simple and understandable language to make sure the patient gives informed consent. Second, a nurse advocate for culturally appropriate care for a patient from the indigenous community, ensuring their tradition and practices are respected inside the hospital. Fourth, the registered nurses and the profession. This section states that nurses play a major role in developing and upholding professional standards. This includes standards in nursing practice, research, management, and education. Nurses must support the integrity and growth of the profession by contributing to improvement and following established standards. An example of this is a nurse participating in a research project that aims to improve infection control practices in the hospital. And last, the registered nurses and co-workers. This section highlights that nurses should maintain collaborative and respectful relationships with their co-workers, whether they are nurses or from other healthcare professions. Nurses must also take action when a co-worker's behavior may put the patient at risk. So one example is when a nurse properly reports a colleague who repeatedly comes to work under the influence. This protects patient while following the correct reporting procedures. In summary, the Code of Ethics guides nurses in delivering safe, respectful, and compassionate care. By understanding our responsibilities to individuals, society, the profession, and our co-workers, we uphold the highest standard of nursing practice. Thank you for watching this film video. Thank you.